I'm Alex, your navigator through the uncharted waters of criminal mysteries. Today on Case Unveiled, we delve into a story that has mystified Cincinnati for over half a century: the Bricca Family Murder. A crime so brutal, it left an indelible mark on the psyche of a community. The night of the tragedy, September 26, 1966, began as an ordinary day for the Bricca family. Jerry returned from his job at Monsanto, while Linda cared for their daughter, Debbie. Neighbors recall seeing the family outside their home that evening, a picture of suburban normalcy. But as night fell, an unseen horror approached. What transpired in the Bricca home that night was not discovered until 2 days later, but it would forever change the community. Investigators later pieced together a timeline, suggesting the family was likely preparing for bed when they were attacked. The lack of forced entry hinted at a chilling possibility. Did the Bricca family know their killer? Discovery and horror. When the Bricca household remained silent for over a day, neighbors grew worried. On September 28th, the grim reality was uncovered. Inside, the police found a scene of unspeakable violence. Jerry, Linda, and little Debbie had been savagely murdered, their bodies bearing the marks of a brutal and personal attack. The meticulous nature of the crime scene suggested a killer who was not only familiar with the family but also calculated and precise. The house was not ransacked, and certain items were placed in a way that seemed deliberate, almost sending a message. Investigation unfolds.
Wife is, her maiden name was Bulaw, B-U-L-A-W. Of course, her first name is Linda, middle name is Jane. She's originally from the Chicago, Illinois area, and she attended Elgin High School there, and also National College of Education. In the Illinois area. Her father's name is Adolph Bulaw, and the only address we can come up with so far is Barrington Hills, Illinois. Gerald, the deceased husband, graduated from Stanford University from all indications. They were married in Barrington Hills. Linda Jane attended airline hostess school, United Airlines, in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and her first assignment apparently was Seattle, Washington.
Can you say whether you have what you consider to be any good leads or clues in this case at this point?
I can't say at this point.
Where were the victims found?
The investigation was a labyrinth of leads and dead ends. Police interviewed over 300 potential suspects and followed up on countless tips. They looked into Jerry's work life, Linda's personal connections, and even scrutinized local criminals. Theories ranged from a crime of passion to a professional hit, yet nothing solid materialized. As the weeks turned into months, and months into years, the case grew colder. The community's initial shock turned to frustration, then resignation. The killer, it seemed, had vanished into thin air, leaving behind a legacy of fear and unanswered questions. Theories and suspects.
This was where Deborah was found in her bedroom, and then Linda and Jerry in their master bedroom.
In the absence of concrete evidence, theories flourished. Some pointed to a possible connection to Jerry's work at Monsanto, speculating industrial espionage or a disgruntled colleague. Others whispered about a potential affair gone wrong. Could the answer lie in a tangled web of personal relationships? Each theory opened new avenues of speculation. The most chilling among them was the notion of a random, senseless act of violence. The possibility that anyone could be next kept the community in a grip of fear. The community's fear and impact.
Somebody brings it up, the Bricca murder.
Every year.
Every year.
The Bricca Family Murders didn't just claim 3 lives. It fractured the soul of Green Township.
It shook up the whole neighborhood, and everybody was scared to death. People were afraid to go out of their houses, and then there was rumors who did it, was never ever proven.
The fabric of trust and neighborliness was torn apart. A cloud of suspicion and fear settled over the community. The case became a grim local legend, a cautionary tale that would be told for generations. Even decades later, the shadow of that fateful night lingers. The unsolved nature of the crime leaves a wound that refuses to heal. For the residents of Green Township, the Bricca Family Murders are a grim reminder of the fragility of safety and the enigmatic nature of evil. Legacy and impact. In the decades since the Bricca family was taken from their community, the case has remained a haunting presence in Cincinnati. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk behind the veneer of suburban tranquility. The psychological impact of this unsolved crime reverberates to this day. It's a story that compels us to question the nature of evil and the resilience of a community in the face of tragedy. Despite advancements in forensic science, the case remains a cold, haunting riddle, a mystery that still waits for its final chapter to be written. The legacy and the unanswered. As we conclude, the legacy of the Bricca Family Murders continues to loom large. It's a case that has perplexed and fascinated people for over 50 years. Despite advances in criminal investigations, some questions remain stubbornly unanswered. Who killed the Bricca family? What was the motive? And why, after so many years, has no one been brought to justice? These questions continue to echo in the halls of Cincinnati's history, a somber reminder of a mystery still waiting to be solved. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of true crime's most haunting stories. This is Alex, signing off from Case Unveiled. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and may the truth always find its way.